Hey there, people of the MoshPit, it's Vapourdrops here. I got a battle versus Cooltraineralex. It was a pretty good standard match that we had. 5 days ago, DMAC actually came to me, asked me if I'd like to post on the MoshPit. I thought it'd be a pretty cool and fun experience, so I figured, okay, I'll just do this up, see what I can do. Maybe people will like my battles even. So here's the match. Alex is going to lead off with this Swampert. I'm going to lead off with the Jirachi, and right off the bat I'm just going to go for that U-turn because I really just want to get some minuscule damage on it. Even if it is really small, it could still matter in the long run. You never know when you're going to need that little bit more of damage. So I go into Rotom, and just in case he wanted to go for the Earthquake. But he does go for the Stealth Rocks, which was probably the more obvious move in this scenario. So I go for the Reflect, maybe thinking he'd switch out. But he just goes for the Roar, probably scouting my team. So here I'm thinking he'll go for another Roar, thinking I'm going to switch. So I'll go for the Close Combat. And since I am Mixed Physical Ape, it will do a pretty hefty amount of damage, about half. So here he does go for the Roar, which was pretty good for me because I didn't want him to go for that Earthquake and take out my Ape that early, but at the same time I really wanted to risk that close combat to get damage on the Swampert. So he roars me back out into this Rotom, and I do go for the Thunderbolt. Probably not the best move to make this early in the match. I shouldn't be predicting that much, but yeah, he doesn't switch out, and that's not too dandy for me. But he did go for the Ice Beam. It's not going to do too much damage to Rotom, seeing as how bulky Rotom is, and it has excellent defenses. But I go for the Shadow Ball here. It's going to do a pretty hefty amount, not too much, not anything to cheer for. But he's going to roar me out into Starmie. Really didn't want Starmie to be revealed this early in the match, because it's never good to have 4 Pokemon shown in like the first 10 turns of a battle. But I'm going to go for the Surf, just playing it safe now, because I've been over-predicting a bit much here, and only one of them really paid off with the Infernape. But he went for the Earthquake. It's not going to do too much because I have the Reflect up. I did talk to him on Skype, and he did forget that the Reflect is up. Completely understandable. Every time I play, I forget screens are up or how many turns are left or whatever the crap is happening. But I just go for another Surf. Didn't really want to go for the Ice Beam, predicting a switch or anything. Just wanted to get that safe move. He doesn't take it as nicely as I thought he would. Don't mistake my words, like he did take it nicely, but he didn't take it as well as I thought. So I'm guessing it's a physical one, judging by the amount of damage it did. And I did go into my Rachi, and he's going to go into the Scizor. Actually, I kind of missed what happened there, sorry, but all I know is it's Rachi versus Swampert now. So I go for the U-turn, and I was figuring maybe he'll go for the Ice Beam, predicting the Rotom. But he did go for the Earthquake, which was a good move on his part. Probably the safest one, but still the best one. It does hit me pretty hard. Not too worried though, because I do pack Recover on the Starmie. So I know he's probably going to switch out here. So I do just go for the Surf, knowing that the Surf will take out the Swampert too, even if he does stay in. So the Surf's going to do a pretty nice amount of damage. It doesn't do the half that I was kind of hoping it would do, but it does do a good amount. And I'm going to be forced to withdraw here because I know he's going to go for the U-turn. And so I go into my Rotom. I take the U-turn pretty nicely. It's going to do about 70 damage, I think. Yeah, it did about 74 probably. But he's going to switch out, go into the Shock Spasm. Now, Jolteon's really give me a problem on this team since I am using a not fully offensive, but a really offensive team. Rotom's really the only wall I have on this team. But I just foddered my Rotom because I really didn't want anything to take a Thunderbolt. And I was kind of thinking he might have Signal Beam or something, so I didn't want to switch in Shaman either, which you guys haven't seen yet, so I don't know why I said I have it. But he's going to go for the Protect, see what I locked myself into. I locked myself into Iron Head. And here, he stayed in thinking I would switch. Now he's going to go for the Protect again, maybe trying to fake me out and get me to switch this turn. I figured that, so I just stayed in. Go for the Iron Head. He does get the Thunderbolt off though. That's pretty good for him. I didn't want to flinch him to death because that would be pretty gay. I only flinch if I really have to, and I really need a poke out or something, or if it's a last resort. But I'm gonna go for the Iron Head again. I was thinking he'd switch here just because I'm not playing with rocks this game. When I use a really offensive team like this, I don't really feel like I need rocks, just because the team's so offensive that it's going to be battering damage over and over and over again anyways. So I go for the Iron Head. It's going to take out the Swampert. And here he's going to send in this Gliscor. Really wasn't too sure what set it was going to be. I really wanted to scout to see if he had Toxic, but I do get the flinch there, so I don't get to see what move that would have been. I do get another flinch here, and I really didn't want to be a fag and flinch him out, because that'd be pretty gay. So I go for the Iron Head again, but at the same time, I can't switch out because I just want to see what set this is going to be, get a full analysis of his set. But I get another flinch. I'm going to go for another Iron Head, and I think I don't get the flinch here, which is pretty good. He goes for the Roost. So next turn I'm figuring, okay, he'll probably try and go for another Roost, either that or he might pull the switch out. So I'm going to switch into my Starmie here in case he did want to go for the Roost. And he ends up switching into a Suicune, I think it was. Yeah, Kyoshi, a Suicune. So here, I'm not too sure what set this is going to be. I'm kind of have a feeling it's offensive and not Crow. But I'm just going to go for the Recover just to scout what he's going to do. He pulls a switch into Venusaur. Probably just didn't want to stand and take a T-Bolt or anything like that. Sorry. I go for the Ice Beam, figuring, okay, Starmie's not really that much of importance left on this team, so I'm just going to switch it. I'm going to keep it in, go for the Ice Beam, get damage on this Venusaur, which could really cause me problems since I don't know its set. I don't play UU that often, so I don't know a lot of the UU pokes or what their movesets are and stuff like that. But I'm going to go for Surf here, knowing that it is going to be enough to take out a Venusaur, and if he does switch it, will do better damage than an Ice Beam will on, let's say, the Scizor or the Suicune or something like that. I don't know. But I go into D-Knight here. I know the T-Bolt's coming, but I know I can probably take one T-Bolt from this thing, if not none. Because I know D-Knight is pretty bulky, and regardless of the high special attack that Jolteon does carry with a Life Orb, I can take probably one. And I do. So here I was kind of thinking he might go back into Scizor, and I really wanted to Fire Blast, but at the same time, if he did stay in, that could have been problematic, so I just did go for the safe Extreme Speed. Here, I know he's going to Bullet Punch, so I'm just going to go for the Close Combat. Because I know this thing can, what's it called? I know this thing can take out the Scizor with a Close Combat, especially since it's Physical Mix. And if he did switch, a Close Combat still would have done some pretty hefty damage to anything on his team. So he's gonna go into Shock Spasm here, probably seeing if I carry the Mach Punch, which I do. And his last two pokes are Kyoshi, the Suicune, and the culprit, his Gliscor, I think it was. So here I'm just gonna Fodder Ape. I'm gonna go for the Close Combat. It's gonna do a hefty amount, so judging from that amount, I'm pretty sure it's offensive Coon. So I'm not too worried here. I know he doesn't pack the rest. So he's gonna go for the Calm Mind, knowing that I'm gonna die to Life Orb damage. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, I go into Shaman, and I'm just gonna go for the Seed Flare. It's pretty much good game from here, because I know Gliscor is maybe 2 or 1 hit KO at the range of HP it was at. But definitely go sub Alex, guys. He's really good. Deserves more subs. Even if he does have like the 2,000 mark, he deserves at least like well over 5k or something. Guys can check out my channel too. Definitely sub to the MoshPit. I feel like this channel could really make a good impact. But my channel is going to be down there. Check me out. Comment, rate, subscribe, and see you later, guys.